Welcome back. We're the Amiibros. I'm Jay.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Oz.
And today we're talking about the movie Weapons. Let's get into it.
When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night as at the exact same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. That's from the IMDb.
Yeah.
Can I set this up for just a second of my perspective of this movie going into it?
Do it.
So going into it, I knew that this guy had directed Barbarian, but I didn't know, for some reason my brain switched the Barbarian with the Northman, and so I was expecting more of an art house movie, and then when the movie kept going, I'm like, this is not what I thought it was. And then at the end, when we were talking about it afterwards, it clicked with me that I was like, oh, the Barbarian. So that's the entire time I was blown away, because first off, I thought we were going into a Northman type style movie, and I like Northman, but I definitely like Barbarian more, and what we got out of that was so much better. So I think that also helped me going into it.
I can tell you guys, the more you guys will get to know me, I get this weird asphyxiation / hype for something that just everybody would be like, what the heck, why is Dave really looking forward to this? Last year,
you do get hyped about things.
Yeah, no, last year was Longlegs. I was really hyped to see that movie. This year, other than Superman, it was Weapons. I don't know why I was hyped. I think it was just a movie that I had no idea what the, crap was going on. And I can tell you guys, the trailers lead it in a totally different direction, and then the movie takes you in a different direction, and then from there it pivots into a totally different direction.
Yeah.
So it's the trailers, if you guys go into it after seeing the trailers, you guys are in for some whiplash. I definitely was. I wasn't expecting the angle they came from, but I was pleasantly surprised. I haven't seen Barbarian. I know of it, and I've seen enough clips of it to understand what it was about and the big twist in Barbarian. So I knew going in there was definitely going to be a twist at some point. Definitely wasn't expecting it. It's a good twist right there. And I left satisfied. I can tell you guys, do you mind if Oz, give your perspective.
Okay.
And then I'll share.
I think I definitely benefited from knowing Zach Kreger as a filmmaker. I think knowing him, even going farther back, let's go The Whitest Kids You Know, those skits, The Grapist.
That's him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So going way far back, I've liked Zach Kreger.
What's with comedians making killer horror movies?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it is there. So I knew going into it, this is not going to be a straightforward horror movie, and I loved Barbarian, how everything was out of order, and it was you kind of jump back and forth. And this movie, it's almost like he has taken all of his skills that he's got from making all these movies and shorts over time, and he's just mastered them. In this movie, it is all at a level 10. It is great all the way through. Everything that he sets up and pays off is so good. The mystery itself, I loved how it's handled. I love how it's resolved. It's all tied up in a nice little bow, and I think some people struggle with the ending. I'm not going to spoil it, but I loved the ending.
Yeah, I love the ending.
And so I think definitely knowing that going into it, I appreciated it more. I didn't have the whiplash that you did. So I loved everything with Julia Garner, with Josh Brolin, even the druggie. That's one of the best druggies I've seen in a movie, period.
It's very realistic.
They just plucked them up off the street and said, hey man, we'll give you $100.
All the kids are good.
Well, and can I just add, The Barbarian in its own is one of the best movies, horror movies from this decade, and to add another one from the same guy, these are two honestly killer horror movies that we could return to these universes that he's creating, and he chose not to, and I really respect that, because we could have Freddy all over again or Jason all over again, and he didn't go that route with The Barbarian. He totally could have. He totally could have greenlit another Barbarian movie, and that could have been fun too, but he went the weapons route, and so I liked it.
Yeah, no.
I think the 2020s might be the best decade for horror movies maybe ever. We've had some incredible movies, horror movie wise, come out. Talk to Me, Bring Her Home, just off the top of my head, Barbarian, Weapons, Black Phone, all of these like really good horror movies.
I don't do horror movies very well.
Oh,
Which is weird why I was so hyped for this movie. Hey, can I share my story?
Yeah.
All right, so I was terrified, you know, especially like when we all went our separate ways. I was hoping that I could talk to Oz a little longer, just to calm my nerves. So I drove home, kept looking in the back of my vehicle to make sure I was alone. And then I got home, and I had to clear the entire house with my firearm to make sure I was alone. Like it was just the kids and the wife. And then I hop into bed, and I cuddle up real close to my wife. And I'm like, something's off. And so I shine the light in her face to make sure it's her, it's her. She got mad about that. She was already asleep.
Your female wife?
My female wife. And so I lay down, and I'm about to fall asleep, and my room is dark, and out of my peripheral vision, I see like something like there, and I was like, nah, that's my mind playing tricks on me. And then it started moving, and I was like, oh, hell no. And so I get up, and I grab my wife, and I'm like, what the shit? And it was my cat. It was just my cat hopping into bed, dude.
So that's what weapons will do to a homie.
Yeah, I don't know. If you guys don't do horror movies very well, you guys will definitely have a hard time sleeping the night after seeing it.
And then I didn't have I'm not just trying to be tough guy, like because Bring Her Home like did that to me. Bring Her Home was horrifying. This movie didn't really do that. This was more of a fun, kind of barbarian-esque movie. Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, like I said, I don't do scary movies very well. I'll see them with the homies.
So let's just give our final thoughts and our rating, and then we'll jump into spoilers. So Jay, you want to wrap up your final thoughts?
I think Weapons is like my favorite movie of the year. To be fair, I don't know if there's much competition there. Superman was great. It's been a slow year. I really liked Bring Her Home, but this is my favorite movie of the year so far. I still don't think it's a 10, but I'm giving it a heavy 9, like a strong 9. I love this movie.
Dave?
I liked it. I wasn't disappointed at all. I know I said I had some whiplash. Not like whiplash in a bad sense, more so just like I was expecting it to go one way based on the trailers, and it went a completely different way that I wasn't prepared for, and that's definitely my fault for that. I really liked the acting in it. Josh Brolin did a great job. I'm a big Alden Ehrenreich fan.
Alden Ehrenreich?
Yeah. Ehrenreich?
Yeah.
I can't speak.
Han Solo?
Han Solo?
Oh, he was the cop?
Yeah, he was the cop.
I knew he looked familiar.
I loved him, especially loved the druggie, especially one of his lines. We'll get into that. And then Benedict Wong, you know, there was a scene in the movie.
He kind of killed it.
Yeah, no, I was impressed. You know what? It's like I might catch some flack for it, but I'm not the horror guy in the group. That's Jay. I'm going to give it an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Solid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
My final thoughts. If you guys are curious what my taste is, it's Top Gun Maverick, Back to the Future, and when it comes to horror, this set the bar so high for me. This is one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. So let this show right now, damn it. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. This is my favorite movie of the year. I cannot wait to watch it again. This is my taste. This is everything I want in a movie. This nailed it perfectly. Down to the kind of bleak almost ending.
Ooh!
10 out of 10.
Channel first, everybody.
You
Channel
heard
first.
it here. This is a 10 out of 10. This is my movie of the year. Good luck topping this one. Let's jump into spoilers.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Can I just say I loved okay. My favorite thing about this whole movie is this witch. You have
Gladys?
no idea how old she is, how long she's been around, if she's really like the great aunt, or if she's like, because if you notice throughout the entire movie, in the background, there's just things about parasites the entire time. And then she has this weird comment where she goes, oh, they just have, consumption. And it's like, from the Oregon Trail times? What are you talking about, lady? So it like leads to this, how old is she? How long has she been around? What is she actually? And I loved, it was almost like this eldritch horror kind of character, because she clearly has been around for a long time. Is she even human? What is she? I mean, at the end, you obviously know she dies, but I loved that aspect of this witch. She was so...
Just getting freaking jacked
Cool.
thinking about this movie right now. The scene with the kid when he breaks the twig at the end, and you're like, even she like poops her pants. She's like, there's a snap, there's a switch, and she's like, oh no. And that's the hardest I've laughed in a movie maybe my entire life. I was laughing so hard.
Complete tone shift too from that point.
Oh, yeah.
And you would think that would piss me off, right?
No.
Because it's like you're on the edge of your seat for so much of this movie, and for the guitar string to just be continually tuned up and up and up and up to the point where it's going to snap, and when it snaps, you're laughing so hard because it's so funny. And it's when the kids are chasing the witch down and they rip her head off. It's like, that's so funny, and it's so dark, and it's like
it's like just a scene of her, like multiple scenes of her like running through a house or a backyard, and then it's like all the kids
just
chase after her.
All the music stops. It's just her running. Yeah. And it's all the kids are chasing her, and you get people reacting to it.
It's like a good 5 to like 10 minutes long. Like, it's a decent amount of time.
It's a good amount of time, yeah. And meanwhile, you still got the stuff going on with the kid and his parents. Like, the parents are still trying to kill him. It's not until the witch is killed that the parents are finally released and the kid is reunited with them. Mm-hmm. And that's a part where I can see people getting angry about, because it's a happy ending in the sense that, the witch dies, the evil's gone. But these kids, the adults, they're messed up because it's like their brain was fried.
It even talks about like a year after some of them were talking again.
Yeah.
And it's like, we don't know if they're okay.
So I can see that being underwhelming to people, but to me it's like, it's realistic. That's how it would be, and I can get behind it. It's like, you gave me enough, you gave me a realistic ending, it's all worth it in the end. I'm like, this is so good. Josh Brolin, the fact that Pedro Pascal was going to be Josh Brolin's character,
that
blows my mind.
Yeah, that offends me.
Because I'm sure he could do it. I'm sure he could do it.
No, I don't care. I'm in the camp with the Pedro Pascal fatigue, and I'm glad he wasn't in this.
I can't imagine anybody else doing this other than Josh Brolin.
You get the sense of a dad who actually cares. Like, he is just completely broken.
You get a dad who cares, but who is also just like so extremely selfish. Even at the end of the movie, he takes his kid and he just leaves.
He doesn't.
It's like, you don't care about these other kids. You know guys like that.
But it's on brand for him.
It is.
It's him the entire movie.
You would think it would bother you that he like leaves all these kids here, but it's like, that's who his character is. And we know parents who are like that, who are just so selfish and they only care about themselves, and they're so focused, hyper-focused on that. Even Julia Garner's character, like, it takes a lot for him to even begin to trust her and to take her seriously. He thinks it's her fault the entire time, and it's not until Benedict Wong's character comes running at her, trying to kill her, that he's like, oh, maybe what I think is happening isn't happening.
Which, can we just say, like, that's one of the most horrifying parts of the entire movie, is when Benedict Wong's character just comes running in like one of the kids, like the airplane.
Hey, gay dudes, what's going on this year? Why aren't you throwing a fit about how you're being treated in movies? What's going on with the gays this year in horror? They're the punching bags in everything. Where are you? I don't get it.
I think that scene where Gladys comes over to their house.
It's so brutal, dude. It's
it is one of the most horrific scenes.
You are like,
it didn't even need to show us it for it's just the sound of him bashing his face into his husband or boyfriend's head.
Hey, I'll lead the charge here, gays. If you want to throw a stink about this, how you're being treated this year in horror movies, I'll lead the charge. I will be your face of this revolution, gays. I'm with you.
They had The Last of Us last year. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Where they have like one of the best episodes.
Yeah,
that was you got to give and take, I guess.
But it's every horror movie I've seen this year. The gay dudes are just the punching bags.
I'm still just fascinated by like the witch character and the lore behind this. And I hope we never find out. I hope we don't. Like, I don't want another Jason or Freddy. I don't want that. I just want this to be like what is she? I don't know. Cool.
Yeah. What's crazy is leading into this, like, I've known a lot of this stuff going on around the movie. Like Jordan Peele firing 2 of his top producers because they lost the script.
Yep.
Like, the bidding on the script was insane. Like, that's how you know the movie was going to be good going into it.
Wait, what was Jordan Peele's role?
So there was a bidding war on the script, right? And Jordan Peele's agents or whoever it was in his company, they didn't put enough money out there to buy the script. And so he fired them because they didn't buy the script. He's like, he wanted this movie so bad. So this could have been a Jordan Peele produced movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I definitely want to take a break, forget about the movie, and then go back and revisit it. Because I liked it. I didn't hate it.
I love this movie. I can't wait to watch it again.
That's fair.
Wait, was the script written by the guy that wrote the script for Barbarian?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was directed by him too.
Because it felt like his movie.
Yep. It was his movie.
Yep. This movie is great.
Oh, shout out to Willow.
Yeah, there's a Willow reference.
My favorite reference joke in the entire movie was just when he's like rummaging through all these people's stuff in the home that the witch was living in, and then he like sees a box or the DVD for Willow, and he's like, "Ah, oh, Willow, nice."
And then he steals.
It was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie. Bold that you gave it a 10.
I stand by
Channel
it.
first 10.
I really don't.
It is
I don't
the
think
first
it's
bad.
like. I don't think it's that far-fetched. I think this movie is in that caliber.
I didn't think Oz liked it that much.
I freaking
I
love
knew he
this
liked
movie.
it, but I thought he liked it as much as Jay. Jay gave it a 9, and Oz gave it a 10.
Yep, this movie ruled.
Okay.
So let us know what you guys think. Is it a 10 out of 10 for you? What would you rate it?
It's definitely a recommend.
Yeah. So let us know.
With that,
Peace.